Okay, just making sure that everything I want to put in this part is actually around me. Yeah, let's get into it. My name is Noelle. Thank you for clicking on this video. I blog at aelblog.com, and here on YouTube, I basically talk about fashion and home decor. I either do home decor makeovers or hauls, and I do weekly outfit of the week. I call them fits of the week videos, where I kind of do a little bit of vloggy, showing you what's going on in my life while also showing you what I'm wearing. But that's not why you're here. I just wanted to tell you who I was if this is the first time that you're coming across a video of mine. If you like what you see, please click subscribe, thumbs up, and go over and check out my Instagram. But enough shameless plugs. Everybody is doing dupes of right now, and I'm thinking of doing a dupe of. So the base basically is, and it's very similar. I can't mirror, I'll put it on the screen. And you basically just put in an additional layer of kind of these dowels, and you add that on top. I actually don't know if I want mine to be this gold. I think I want it in black. This is like the look that I eventually want. Living spaces in Value City have dupes of the cloud couch, but you just hear so many mixed reviews about how they actually wear. So I actually prefer something a little bit more structured, a little bit more like square lines. This is more my style. I also love these little lamps. I'm thinking about getting one of these for the end of my couch. Also on the lookout for a new couch, which it's not a priority, so it's not something that's gonna probably happen this year unless I just get an amazing deal. But I love how deep their sofas are. I've had a velvet sofa before. I don't particularly want to go back, but just look how deep it is. I'm thinking about getting a light fixture like this actually for my dining room, something similar. That's me back there. I really like this rug. I think this is coming along with me. I'm actually really into glass tumblers, but I find that I end up having too many of them and no purpose. I really want a smaller one of these for my candles. So we recently went to a friend's house. It wasn't my friend, a friend of a friend for dinner. And she was like the perfect hostess. Like she had everything that someone would need to be like an amazing hostess. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really host that much. And when I do, it's my friends, like very close friends. But I don't know, like I just was like, I want to be like a perfect hostess. One thing HomeGoods always has a nice high pile, just basic carpet, which I think is super underrated. Like a lot of people, you know, want vintage or pattern, but you really can't go wrong with a high pile beige carpet. Ooh, this is pretty. I really like this. I really like this one too. I technically am on the hunt for a rug for my office makeover, and I wasn't really gonna go in either one of these directions, but I really like this. This is literally not even the color I was gonna go in for my office, like at all, but I really like this. I wish I had like a client that I could buy this for, because this is something that like you could buy and just keep in your arsenal to pull out when the time is right. This is really pretty too. This is Anthropologie, which we all know and love, or most of us love, but that's really pretty. Really nice texture. So I'm in the process of finishing up my dining room. I actually finally got the dining chairs that I want. And I have a bar cart that I want to kind of start styling. And I love when I see decorative glasses. So I don't like those. I don't know, they remind me of like communion. Or my Christian dad, they'll know. And Catholic people. But yeah, I think I like these. I'm gonna get these and they're only $8. I really like this. Have absolutely no need for it, but this is really great, and I love the scale of it. It's huge. Very our age and our house. Let's get into the stuff. So if you saw the first portion of this video, then you saw that I went to, and this was over probably like 2 weeks. I went to Anthropologie, I went to Restoration Hardware, I went to HomeSense, and I went to 2 different HomeGoods. I do not typically make rounds in homeware stores that often, mainly because I love homeware goods. So I would have no money if I was consistently doing homeware shopping, but I am doing 2 makeovers in my house right now. I am doing my office makeover. I just looked over at the office, and I'm also doing my dining room makeover. So when I am actively, and my parents' basement makeover. 3 makeovers right now. When I'm actively making over spaces, I do like to drop into stores to get inspiration, see if they have one-off kind of very unique items that I can use in a space that I'm doing. And honestly, just keep like abreast to what the homeware streets are giving me, you know? So that's what I did. I'm looking around. I actually didn't get that much stuff. I ended up getting a bunch of like secondhand stuff for my parents' basement makeover. Shout out to the job. That video will be coming probably in the next couple of weeks. But for my own house, for my office makeover, my dining room makeover, I actually didn't get that much stuff, but I think the stuff that I did get is really, really good. So let's jump into it right now. Okay, I'm gonna start with HomeGoods because that's where I got the most stuff. So these glasses, in my dining room, I have a bar cart. It's not even really a bar cart. It's kind of like a piece of furniture that I'm going to use as a bar cart. And I've been looking at a lot of like Pinterest and Instagram. Like Instagram for me is basically interiors and stories. I don't scroll through my feed. And when I do, I'm only looking at interior designers. And I've really just been like thinking about how I'm going to style this because it is kind of like the centerpiece, the main kind of focal point of the dining room. And I knew that I needed some bar glasses. So I don't typically drink a lot. And if I am drinking, it's like wine if I'm by myself or I have friends over. But I just thought that these look so, so good. And I love pictures where you see that they have like really beautiful crystal glasses out. These were only $8 for 4. So like I said, I just thought that this would be like a really good styling piece. And while it's not something I'm gonna use regularly, $8 to have something beautiful is a price that I could pay. The next thing that I got from HomeGoods were these glasses. So I've been looking for a mid-size glass. I drink coffee every single day, multiple times a day. And I also like to have a glass of water by my bed. And what's been happening is that I really only have very tall glasses. And so in turn, I fill the glass up and I either don't drink all of it or I do drink all of it and then TMI, but I end up having to go to the bathroom like multiple times in the night. So I kind of really just wanted a smaller glass, and I really, really like this. This is actually very similar to some glass that I was going to purchase. Was it CB2? Crate, I don't know if it was CB2 or Crate and Barrel, but I saw glasses like this on their website. I was super close to purchasing this, but I got them at HomeGoods, 6 for $8. So you can't beat it. Again, I will most likely use this for water at night. Sometimes I make iced tea and stuff like that. And I basically just wanted like a mid-sized glass. When I drink tea or juices or things like that, I try not to drink a whole glass of it just because of the sugar intake. So having a medium-sized glass is just something that I want. The next thing that I got from HomeGoods was this from HomeGoods? The tag says TJ Maxx. Maybe I went to TJ Maxx too. Were these clay pots, not clay, cement pots. Y'all don't even understand the struggle of finding really good cement planters. This is probably a 20-inch planter, which I searched on Amazon for weeks. I went to multiple HomeGoods, multiple Marshalls, trying to find 2 matching planters for 2 of my biggest plants that I needed to repot. When I saw these, it wasn't even a question. Immediately bought them. I got 2 and they were $17 each. I was so close to spending like $80 on Amazon for these because I just could not find really good large planters. But so happy that I found them. Let's go to HomeSense. I got from HomeSense this candle, gardenia and sandalwood. I'm just really on the hunt, guys, for a candle that I can smell in my front room. Like, even the really expensive candles that I have in my house, because the front of my house is just such a large open space, I just cannot smell them, or you can only smell them for like the first 30 minutes and then the scent wears off. So I'm just really on the hunt for hopefully a cheaper candle, because what's gonna happen is that if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna go and buy the huge kind of the black, I don't even wanna say it because I know I'm gonna say it or say it wrong. I'm basically just gonna buy the really expensive candle that I want, that every single review I've watched of has said that it works, but I was just really trying not to spend, like $100+ on a candle. But if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Got this one. It does really smell good. And if I can't smell in the front of my house, I'll definitely be able to smell this in my office because it is a smaller space. Next thing that I got, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this in the dining room or in the kitchen, was this stone, kind of speckled stone tray. So my original thought for this was maybe putting it on the bar cart, again, some type of decorative piece. But now that I'm looking at this, I also really need a tray like this next to my coffee stand because I have cute little espresso cups and a sugar dish and stuff like that. And because it's not really contained, it just ends up being bumped and stuff on the counter because I work at my counters a lot. So we'll see where I end up putting this, but this was $15. It is a true stone. It's heavy, nice and weighty. Another thing that I got at HomeSense, which is 100% like Restoration Hardware dupe, is this planter. Now that I'm looking at it in natural light, it definitely does, I think, need some help. It has more scratches on it than I originally saw. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing is staining this. This is wood. I know it doesn't look like wood, but it is. But I think I'm gonna end up staining this an even darker black, just to kind of cover the imperfections that I'm seeing now that it's in real light. But I just love the look of this. If I would have bought this at like RH, this is really kind of like RH or our house style. This is not really like CB2 or West Elm style. This would have cost me an arm and a leg. I wouldn't have been able to buy it. So I'm definitely keeping it, just deciding on whether or not I'm gonna stain it. And this is 100% for my office makeover. So I already had a gallery wall in this room. I'm going to keep the gallery wall, but I'm going to change around the prints because right now they don't necessarily go with each other, and I'm going for a very particular aesthetic in my office. So I really just needed a white frame, and this fit the bill. So this was $17. Last thing that I bought, I feel like I'm missing something. I was like, no, I went and picked up something else. The last thing I got was my dining room chairs. So I got these 4 chairs off of Let Go, 4 for $100. They're originally from All Modern. I did find them 2 for $100. So I saved $300. I got 4 chairs for $100 instead of 4 chairs for $400. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't necessarily love this seat cover, and I am thinking about reupholstering it. I haven't made the decision of whether I am going to actually do that, but I do love the chair itself. I think it is a perfect fit for my aesthetic, my style, my table, and so far it's been pretty comfortable. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I am doing 3 makeovers right now. I'm also editing my bathroom makeover currently. So that video should come up next week. And then I have a bunch of makeovers, you know, over the next couple of weeks after that. So please like, please subscribe, please comment below. I respond to all the comments. I talk in the comments. I'm a comment reader myself on YouTube. If I'm watching a YouTube video, I'm literally also reading the comments. I think they're the best. I think they're funny. I think that's where you get to actually, you know, get to talk to people. So hope you enjoyed this video. See you in my next one.